Today, let's focus on finding errors in conversations to avoid communication breakdown. Hi, Vicky Kelty here, your favorite English teacher to help get you confidently switching from work English to party English. So you're always having a seriously fun time being fluent. Let's jump right in. Tip number 1, use regular communication cues to identify actual errors. When someone says, "Can you repeat that? Say that again?" What? It's not necessarily because you made an actual error. We ask people to repeat themselves all the time. In fact, my mom and I are constantly going back and forth saying, "What?" because we didn't understand the first time. And I know we are not the only ones who do it. Here's what to watch out for. Are you being asked to repeat the same thing multiple times? If what you said is still unclear after repeating it 3 or more times, and I mean repeating the same words or expressions and still not being understood, then something could be getting lost in communication, and you might just have found an actual error. Tip number 2. Listen for corrections in your conversations. When something isn't understood in a conversation, the logical thing to do is to figure out, what are we not understanding? Because everybody loves easy, smooth, clear conversations. The sooner the misunderstanding is resolved, the sooner you can get back to that. Be open to receiving support from the people you're having a conversation with. Here's what that might look like. You say, laughing, "Oh, we were playing cards and they did tramps." The other person smiles, but doesn't know quite what you meant and asks you to repeat. You repeat yourself once, twice, saying the same thing, but the meaning is still unclear to the other person. Okay, you decide to rephrase it. You explain it another way. "My father looked at my cards. He did tramps to win." Aha! The other person gets it now. And they say, "He cheated. That's horrible, but also funny." They've understood you. And take note, because they've also given you a correction. Sure, the word tramps confused them at first, but as you kept talking, they got it. Then they provided a word that made more sense. Now the conversation can keep going smoothly, easily, clearly. Isn't that lovely? One word of caution. Your conversation pals are not your teachers. So please don't treat them as such, but use your friends' subtle corrections to support your English growth and leave the teaching to the professionals. Like me. Hi, professional teacher Vicky here. And hey, if you're looking for one-to-one conversation support to help you reach your fluency goals so you can simply enjoy your conversations with friends, go to my website and book a call. #SmartLearner. Tip number 3, keep learning with a post-conversation debrief. Sure, you could stop the conversation and research and make notes of the misunderstandings that have come up. And sometimes I do that, but not often. Do you know why? Because it's a conversation flow breaker. If it's not something quick that I can just jot down in the notes app on my phone, I save it for later, like after the conversation, on my walk home usually. That's when I conduct a debrief. I think about the conversation and I note down any bumpy parts that came up. You know, like anything I mentioned in tips 1 or 2. And that's when I take a deep dive into Googling information, looking up word reference translations and dictionary definitions. And voila, I've found places I can improve and I've taken the steps to do so. Alrighty, that's all from me. Here's to smoother conversations. Remember to subscribe to my channel to keep getting videos to support your fluency journey. Until next time, toodles!